Hey there, Scrap and Ames fans. How are we all? I am finally back after a short little mini break. And this time I'm showing you my take on the Kitaholic Kits October Challenge, which was this cool little sketch challenge. Now, this one had me going for a little bit because I was like, the different elements, the grid work, the stuff on the side, but I managed to get it to work. Now, I'm using what came in the main kit for October, which was the absolutely stunning Bohemian Dream collection from Coco Vanilla Studio. Um, so I am using this, I don't know if you'd call it like a watercolor side or whatever, of this paper as my main sort of background paper. And then I'm matting my photos and like that grid section in the middle on this grey type paper, which is also from the Bohemian Dream kit. It's one of the B-sides to one of the papers. So I've just cut down my photos to these tiny little squares. Exactly what size, I can't remember. If I'd done this voiceover after I'd done the thing, I would know. But anyway, so to fit in with the sketch, so that's the smaller photos and then the small little square pieces. So as I usually do, and I've said before with my sketch challenges, I usually now have tried to stick to the guts of the sketch and then I'll add my pieces to it afterwards. That's just how I roll, I've discovered. So I find that method works best for me. That way I know I'm sort of completing the challenge, then adding my own little flair to it. So, I guess what works for each person, but this one works for me. So we've got this tulle kind of stuff in like a yellowy colour and a purpley, pinky kind of colour as well in the kit. I was going to try and use it. It was sort of bothering me, but I was intrigued, might be the word, as to how I would use something like this. It was something to add a really cool bit of texture to the layout. I don't think I ended up using it, to be honest. I've been a really organised person at the moment because I've been doing some layouts and have put them in their folders, so I forgot to have it with me while I'm doing the voiceover. Alright, so I've cut these squares down to each the same size as the photos, and these each again are different pattern papers from the collection. And I'm going to use this one down the bottom, as you'll see here, as my journaling. And what I'm documenting is my littlest one's return to gymnastics this year. So she loves her gym. And, I know I've done some layouts before on her when she first started gym. But, why not? This occurs, I wouldn't do it for every term. I just did it when she returned for this year. But, it's always nice to document it, I guess, as well, especially because they change. Like her confidence with her gymnastics has changed so much, and her confidence in herself. So I like documenting that, so when she looks back, she can go, oh yeah, that's cool. That's my thought anyway. So I just popped this up on some craft foam. That's what the black was that you saw just then, just to give it a bit of dimension away from the photos and that itself. And then I'm fighting with this. So I thought this doily just added a nice little soft touch to the background, as well as sort of breaking that centerpiece from the background as well. Alright, and just centering that there. Once this layout got going, I think I got it going well, and I really, really like how this turned out. And when I first got this paper collection, I looked at this paper, and there's another one as well, that I went, oh, that's really cool, but it looked, for my eyes, it was really sort of like, whoa. But I've managed to, I think, with this layout, tone it down a little bit by adding the centerpiece instead of just putting the photos and those other little square pieces just directly onto that background paper. It sort of broke it up a bit. So yeah, it's just added something a bit different, I think. All right, so I've just put the title on there using the white alphabet stickers that came in the kit as well, and it just says back at gym, and I've just done 2017. Something I've noticed in my layouts, I always, actually not in my layouts, but in my thicker stash, and I don't know if anyone else has got this struggle, but I've like all the numbers pretty much. I seem to never use the stickers or whatever, stickers, yada yada, to document the date. So I've decided that that's what I'm going to try and start doing. So I've done this with this layout. I think I did a layout on the weekend that has it as well. I've used the numbers to do the date. Sometimes I use the numbers to substitute for letters, but yeah, I realised when I'm going through them, I'm like, I have all of these numbers, and obviously your random letters that you've got too many of that you don't really need that many. But yeah, so I was just like, I wonder if anyone else has got this struggle, or do you use the numbers as numbers to document the date? Let me know in the comments below. I would be very intrigued. It sounds crazy to find out how other people do it, or whether or not you've got all these stashes of stickers sheets that have just numbers on them. So yeah. Alright, so what I'm doing here, I do use the tool by the looks of it. So I am trying to do that concertina effect. Yep, the struggle is real with someone like me. And you can't really see it because it's quite faint in the video, but you can see it in person. Am I doing it? Yeah. So just pulling it up and getting it to sit right. It's not as easy as paper, and even I find a paper a bit of a struggle. But I think I got it in the end. I have such unco fat fingers that doing something tricky like this could be, yes, could be interesting. So there we go. I did do it. Now, I don't know if you might see, it might have been the yellow one, I think. You might see it in the close-ups, but we'll just wait and see. So just using some of the, I don't know if this, I think this might be from the, is this the exclusive printables that we get? Not sure, or might be part of the collection. So what you can see on the right hand side there is where I just put my stapler, is the ephemera that comes in the Bohemian kit. In the main kit for Kitaholic kits, we also get the exclusive printables, and from this month the lovely Steph has decided that she would do the fussy cutting of the printables. I hate fussy cutting. It never looks right, so I'm so glad that she's done it. So yes, because I can't fussy cut. I spent all day yesterday, it's Monday here, so all day Sunday, which is yesterday, with my mum, and we were fussy cutting photos or pictures of different things for my sister's upcoming baby shower. Oh my god. I was like, if I have to fussy cut one more thing, I'm going to chop my fingers off. But anyway, side note. So just playing around with what I'm going to put where in regards to the ephemera and clusters and all those good things. It's so hard when you get a new kit, and I think I was watching who was it? Missy Whidden? I think that's how you say her name. Video the other day, and I think for the same collection, it was just too hard to use, too hard to cut into, and I found the same thing. It's now the end of October, and I ordered the add-on paper kit because I just thought I love these papers, so I wanted to hoard a set and use a set. No, not really, but probably what will happen. And I've struggled to use it only because it is so beautiful, and it's just too pretty. But, the new kit will be arriving probably by this time next week, so I should probably get chopping on it. So just, as you can see, just fiddling around with bits and pieces and what will go. And the good thing with this paper being so sort of multicoloured and bright and whatnot is that you can then, obviously, it coordinates really well, and I could use whatever, and it matched like whatever sort of coloured ephemera I wanted to. Like I could have used that dark coloured leaf feather if I wanted to. So my videos have been a little MIA, a bit scattered over the last week, mainly because we went away for a couple of days over the weekend, not one gone the weekend before. So as you know, coming back with 3 kids and going straight back to work and school, there was like 6 piles of washing to get through, and yeah, all that going back to normality kind of stuff. So I didn't get any real scrapping done, I think, until the weekend, in all honesty. I think Saturday night I did a couple of layouts. I stayed up really late and did them. I might have got 1 or 2 done. I think this was filmed prior to us going away, maybe. Yes, I think so. So yeah, it was a bit like there was just no time for scrapping or no energy for it, which was a real bummer. And I didn't take any scrapping supplies away with me, which is unusual, but it was only 4 days and I knew we would be busy, so I thought, nope, it's family time. I will scrap it all when I get back. So that's what I've done. Alright, so just, fussing around, trying to figure out what pieces will go where. Sometimes what I like to do when I start a layout, once I get it going, is I'll then spread the ephemera out and I will then pick and choose what goes with my theme. So sometimes even that's before the layout starts. And then I may not use it all, or I might go back through and have a look and go, oh yeah, maybe this colour will work better now, or, whatever, as the mood takes me. But I try and have a bit of a base to start me off, so that way, the creativity will start kicking in and rolling. Ooh. See, like so. I have those spread out, looking for more. What am I putting on there? Oh, so these are part of the printables, these pieces. I must be pulling out. My lovely little tray there, as you can see, a bit chockers with a bit of mix and match there. So this right-hand side of the tray is the exclusive printables. The other side is the ephemera pack, the cocoa vanilla pack, and in the middle is the other little bits of embellishments that come with it. So if we usually get some acrylic or wood pieces from Corbett Creations. There was the enamel dots you just saw, which came as well. That's how I keep mine organised, so it's easy to reach. And then I've got, obviously, the rest of my stash around me. Never quite sure how to use. I always seem to have lots of these circle pieces left over at the end of the month, or, at the end of the start of a new kit. I sometimes use them as labels or to journal a little thing on, but I never seem to utilise all of them in a kit. I don't think in one of any of my kits I've ever used all of the circles. So there's some beautiful stamps here that came in the kit as well. That's from the collection. I really loved these stamps. Now, they were a bit tricky to get going, the stamps, in that the print didn't always turn out well. I have to check. I don't know if this layout was the same case. Yeah, we'll see. I think because they're new, I don't know if you're supposed to do something with them so that the ink stays all on them, but yeah, that one worked. I did another one in another video, yes, that you will see shortly. And the ink didn't print very well, and then when I went over, it just looked too smudgy and dark, so I just changed it. I really love that paper now I'm looking at it. I'm really quite in love with it. It is really pretty, isn't it? Really love it. So anyone else that got their hands on the Cocoa Vanilla, this new collection, have you had any trouble, any of my fellow Kitaholic kit peeps that might have it as well, that had trouble getting started on their kit because it just looked too pretty and you were too in awe of it? Let me know. I know I'm not crazy. The wonderful Missy has said she had the same issue, so I was like, yes, the struggle is real when someone else agrees with you. But I have gotten going on it, and I'm deliberately trying to make sure that I use it. I don't want to hoard it all of it. I might hoard a little bit. And it's like some of the other things that I've brought in the last few months. I have got them to the top of my pile of paper, like coloured paper or whatever, to use, because I'm like, no, you can't sit in there and hide away. They need to be used. So yes. And I've just subscribed to another kit club, Scrapping Fun Kits, so it's another Aussie one. So that'll be exciting to get their little kits to add as well. So, I dare I say it, I may not need to go. No, who am I kidding? I always need to go scrappy shopping. Doesn't matter how many kit clubs we're subscribed to, does it? All right, so just fussing around. I'm just babbling on here. So I think I'm nearly at the end of this layout, and I will show you some close-ups. I've just added some acrylic pieces and enamel dots there, so I didn't show you that. And now I'm just, Showing you some of the close-ups. Look at that paper. Isn't it gorgeous? It really is just stunning. Ah, pretty paper. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, I did contemplate colouring the wood veneer, but I wanted them to stand out a bit and not blend into all the other colour. So, yeah, that is it for me for this one today. Keep an eye out for some more videos. Remember, like this video so I know you want more, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.